Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Senior to Seniors. I'm your host, Jim Mazziotti, a realtor, a senior real estate specialist, longtime broker, national speaker, and most importantly, your neighbor right here in Del Webb at Trinity Falls. For years, we've watched North Texas grow, shift, stretch, and reinvent itself. And if you've lived here for even a few years, you've seen it too. Growth has been the story of our region, sometimes exciting, sometimes overwhelming, and sometimes, let's be honest, a little too close for comfort. Today, I want to talk about something that may bring a welcome breath of fresh air to many of you. A new report suggests that the next big wave of North Texas growth may not be coming north towards us, but instead heading south. And that shift, if it continues, could mean something very positive for our community. So let's briefly talk about it. For decades, growth in North Texas has moved in one direction, north. You've seen it, you've felt it, you've driven it. Communities like Melissa, Anna, Van Alstine, places that were once quiet, rural, sleepy, and wide open, have become some of the fastest growing cities in America. And right here near McKinney, we've watched 380 transform from a country road into a major artery of construction, traffic, and nonstop development. And for many of us in Del Webb, that's been a bit of a concern. Not because growth is bad, but because too much growth, too close, can change the very lifestyle we enjoy. The peace, the walkability, the sense of community, the slower pace, the predictability. Those things matter, especially to seniors. But now something interesting is happening. A recent Metro Tex article, based on reporting from Housing Wire, suggests that the next major boom in North Texas may be shifting south of Fort Worth along the Chisholm Trail Parkway corridor. Now, why does that matter to us? Well, because for the first time in a long time, the development pressure that has been pushing relentlessly towards McKinney may finally be easing just a bit. Think of it like a river. For years, the current has been flowing north. Now, the current may be splitting and part of it flowing in a different direction. And I think that's good news for Del Webb. Let me break this down in simple terms, senior to seniors. Growth follows infrastructure, always has, always will. When a major road goes in, development follows. When development follows, builders follow. When builders follow, people follow. And that's exactly what's happening along the Chisholm Trail Parkway. That corridor now has new transportation access, large tracts of available land, lower development cost, new commercial and healthcare investment, and room, real room for growth. Meanwhile, the northern corridor, our corridor, has matured. Land is tighter, prices are higher, infrastructure is strained, and builders are looking for they're looking for the next frontier, and increasingly that frontier is not north of McKinney. Now let's talk about what my Del Webb neighbors really want to know. They want to know, Jim, how does this affect us? Well, here's the good news. Less pressure on our immediate area. If growth goes south, we may see fewer large-scale development near Trinity Falls, less long-term construction congestion, a slower pace of density increase, more stability in our traffic patterns. And that's something every senior can appreciate. Number two, continued strength in home values. Growth in the region, anywhere in the region, supports values everywhere, but growth away from us protects the lifestyle that makes Del Webb desirable. That's the balance we want. Number 3, a more predictable future. Seniors value predictability. We want to know what's coming. We want to feel confident in our surroundings and comfortable. A shift in growth direction gives us that. Number 4, protection of the Del Webb lifestyle, the peace, the amenities, the community feel, the walking trails, the quiet evenings on the patio. These are the things that drew us here to Trinity Falls and to Del Webb, and this regional shift helps protect them. Friends, I've been in the real estate business for 34 years. I've seen markets rise, fall, shift, and reinvent themselves. And I can tell you this. This is the first time in a long time that the growth story is not about what's coming towards us, but what's moving away from us. And I think that's a welcome change. It doesn't mean growth stops. That's not good. It doesn't mean McKinney freezes in time. But it does mean the intensity we've felt for years may finally be leveling out. And that's something we're celebrating. Thank you so much for joining me today on my Senior to Senior short podcast. If you ever have questions about our market at Trinity Falls and Del Webb, your home, or the future of our community, I'm always here, not just as a realtor, but I'm your next door neighbor. You can find this episode and all past episodes on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart, and everywhere podcasts are heard. I'm Jim Mazziotti, your advocate, your neighbor, and a fellow senior, reminding you that clarity begins with confidence, and confidence brings peace. Until next time, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Have a great day.